Sure, it's flare day. First, let's measure how much we have. 1 meter. 88.1. That is a bit tight. That's why there are two flares. On the driver's side, a slightly wider flare, and on the sliding door side, a slightly narrower one. Otherwise, the sliding door won't be able to open and close. You will need several tools for this project. Activator, lead line, including tape for marking, brushes for applying paint, a sealant gun for sealing gaps, a grinder for smoothing surfaces, and a jigsaw equipped with a saw blade for cutting. On the inside, I drilled the holes outward to see the contour on the outside, and I will saw from the outside because there is simply not enough space on the inside to maneuver properly with my jigsaw. I cut the hole with the jigsaw, and there is a metal saw blade in it. I did put some tape around the holes. That's actually just for protection. If you happen to saw over the paint, a piece that you can see will still look a bit neater, so I will remove that again later. Once the hole is cut, briefly grind the edges with the grinder and sanding disc in the grinder. I want to make sure those edges are nice and tidy. I will also paint them later so they don't rust. But I can always do that from the inside later, so I'll do it then. I will first degrease it with the activator for better adhesion, and then I will apply a primer to both the flare and the can, which actually ensures a much better adhesion later with the sealant. I used the Sikatech Drive Kit. You could also do it with a polymer. The great advantage of polymer, of course, is that you can remove it again later, but I actually find the adhesion of the Sikatech better than that of a polymer, and I also think it is more waterproof. Well, I apply it with a large bead of sealant. I apply the sealant to the flare, and it's a matter of pressing the flare into place and pressing it down well. I glue it on, and then I tape it down. And because the corners were still a little loose, I went ahead and wrapped a large strap around them to apply a bit more pressure. Then it is a matter of, in theory, after half an hour it should be securely attached. I waited a bit longer so that the tape and all protective materials can be removed. I had taped the edges so that the sealant wouldn't overflow too much over the can, because once it's fully on, you can't really remove it anymore. Well, they are on. Just take a look. Actually 2 meters 1. The sliding door goes right along it, but I have another extra wide spacer for that, so the sliding door, even when finished on the inside, will be a bit further away from the flare. The flare is back on. I'm completely satisfied. The only thing I still need to do is just pour some water over it to see if they leak. I think that will go well. Ta-da! Look at this, ta-da! Amazing, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next video, I will show you how I prepare the water tanks and install them under the bus. See you next time.